They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my access. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures. Ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert. So tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and coastal hills. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody trying to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Unmute yourself, Adawan. You're on mute.
So lock it. Right? This is Isupk Tuesday Brotherhood class, right? Brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon. Brotherhood and sisterhood is the weapon we are going to use to get up out of these conditions that we are in. You see, for so long, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have followed unrighteous leaders. We have an absolute problem of choosing to follow the wrong people, right? And you think there's so many ways out there. You think there's all these avenues of your spirituality, right? And tonight we gonna talk about a few people in the conscious community, right? And we're gonna talk about we'll just get into those things later, right? But we got to understand we have been following the wrong people, following the wrong leaders for way too long. And since we are following those wrong leaders, we are suffering, right? There's a lot of things that we are suffering because we choose not to follow the Most High God. You see, some of these other things, they seem fun. Some of these other things, they play into what you want, you know, especially with that conscious community, because what do they say, Yagana? Who do they say is God?
Christ. They're the same
No,
person.
the conscious community, not the Christians, the conscious community.
Who they say God is?
Yeah. They say God is the black woman. That's what you always hear, right?
The queen.
You hear the black woman is God. You hear, all of these things, right? But there is a true God out there. There is a true God who has a people. He has a particular people who he chose over everybody on the earth. It said not equal. He didn't choose you to be equal to or next to. He wanted you above all people on the face of the earth. But see, we choose to follow these people who want to immerse themselves in other cultures. So tonight, got a lot of videos. I got something I'm going to end up reading, but we need to understand that following another God is against God. And these men who proclaim themselves wise, what they do is they put themselves on a level, right? And they can reach these high levels because we always want to exalt the wicked man. And we have been doing that time and time again, right? We have been doing that too much. I see somebody in there.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so we have to understand these people that we have been following, these people that we look up to and we admire. They're not for you. They are for their own purpose. They are for their own self gain, right? And since they for their own self gain, they're going to do everything to build them. And we're going to show you. I'm going to show you how some people have failed and how far they have fallen because they allow that demon to come in. They allow it. And then these people start to realize that there's not enough money in that conscious community. There's not enough money in the deception that they playing. So what do they start doing? They start going all the way off, going all the way crazy. Okay. But first, I want to get a scripture. I want Psalms 12 and 8.
Come on. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked walk on every side.
Mm-hmm.
When the vilest men are exalted.
You see, there's wicked on each side. There's wicked on every side. When you raise up that vile man, when you raise up that disgusting man who doesn't care, y'all raised up Dr. Umar. He still has not. He still don't have the school open. He showed you a building. He showed you this little stuff. He still doesn't have the school open because all this stuff is for self-gain. Every time he comes on and he goes live, he's asking you for money. This is for them. Young Pharaoh with his cat nails, Nature Boy. I'm going to bring out videos of them too. This is the things that we have chose to follow because they told you something that you wanted to hear, right? What we need as a nation, we need medicine. And medicine does not taste good. You want everything to taste good. You want everything to feel good. You want to do what the hell you want, every lust, every pleasure. So you choose to follow the people who allow you to serve your flesh, who allow you to serve your pleasure. You can't serve your pleasure. You have to serve God. That's who you need to serve. And you can't serve God and serve your flesh. So you go and you choose people who don't have your best interest in their hand, because what they really want is they just want your money. They want your money. They want you to believe in them. But you don't have to do that. You could just go and believe in God and do what God told you to do. You could follow the priests and prophets and understand what God told you to do, right? Let me get Matthew 23 and 12. Because this is the Bible, okay?
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
Mm-hmm.
And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted.
It says, whoever shall exalt himself. That means if you should raise yourself up, if you take yourself and you put yourself higher, you raise yourself up to be somebody, right? You raise yourself up and say, I'm this, this, and this. You will be abased. What is the base of something? The base of something is the bottom. When you're building, your base is going to be on the bottom. So you, whoever put yourself up, you can go ahead and put yourself up if you want. You will be the lowest, right? But he that humble himself and do the work, do exactly what you're supposed to do. You who are willing to humble yourself, that's who will be exalted. That's who will be raised up because you are humble. Humility is a very important thing that people in this time really don't understand. You don't understand how important humility is, because everybody thinks they're the one, Yaganan. Everybody thinks the world revolves around them when it doesn't. And if you make it revolve around you, you're going to be such a terror. You're going to be such a problem that you're going to be abased. You're going to be brought low. You're going to be brought down low to a lower condition because you just want to raise yourself up to be somebody. Because you think you're so great. You think you're what makes the earth turn and not God. Continue reading. Mm-hmm.
Verse 13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven.
Hold on, stop right there. You see, all you scribes, you Pharisees, all of your Christian pastors and your Catholic priests, right? These are hypocrites. They don't live what this tells you to live. And they shut up the kingdom of heaven. Because what? Because so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are following everything but God. And the cold part, Yaganan, is that we actually believe we are following God. When I was a Christian, I believed that I followed God. I believed it, Yaganan.
Okay.
But we are not. You could not serve God in you could not serve God outside of God. And that's exactly what you're doing when you're serving Christianity and Catholicism and all of this nonsense. Because really all you're serving is Caesar Borgia. That's the image that they painted of Jesus. And you'll see that hung up everywhere. You see it on candles. You see it all over the place, Yaganan. And that is not the true image. You see this shirt? It says the true image. What we have been given in this earth is a false image. And since we've been given false images and we give into these things, that's how we end up serving. And then you find out what is a lie, right? You find out things that are a lie. And then what, Wagon? And then you just leave and then you go to Islam or you go to comedic science or you go to some other nonsense. Somebody said, why you support Israel? I don't support the Israelis. I don't support the Ashkenazis. I don't support the people that are in my land. Those are, give me that in Revelations, real quick, Yaganam, so I could tell him.
Revelations what?
Revelations, 2 and 9 or 3 and 9. I think maybe 3 and 9 is the one I want. If not, 2 and 9. I'm probably going to get pulled both of them, actually.
You're talking about Salaki, talking about the synagogue of Satan?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 and 9.
Yep. And then we're going to get 2 and 9. So they'll know where we really stand all the way. Go ahead.
Book of Revelations, chapter 3 and verse 9.
Hey, Denor L, this is, go ahead.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
You see, those people over in that land, Denor, they are the synagogue of Satan. They say they are Jews, but they are not. They are not the real Jews. It tells you what's going to happen with the real Jews. You can go right there to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you could read the history of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians all the way down from 1 to 68. You could do it. It's right there in plain English, easy to understand. So those people who's over in that land, because when the real Jews are in that land, you know what's going to happen? There ain't going to be no problems on earth. There ain't going to be none of that. And we're going to get we're going to get all of that for you so you can understand. Continue reading.
But do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
You see, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to come and they're going to worship before our feet. Right?
And to know that I have loved thee.
You know, because he has loved thee. He has loved blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Give me Jeremiah 16 and start at 14 or 15. Just real quick, and then we'll get back to the topic. I just want him to understand that, you know, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's not color. You said, is it black or white? It's not color. It don't have nothing to do with color. You would consider Bob Marley black, right? Denor, you would consider Bob Marley black. I don't. You are the seed of your father. So it's not black or white. It has nothing to do with color. It has everything to do with who are your people. Because you are the seed of your father. Read this real quick and we'll get back.
So we got Jeremiah what?
Huh?
Jeremiah
16 and take me at 14 real quick.
14 and what? 16 and 14?
Yeah, Con.
All right. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Stop there. See, we were brought up out of the land of Egypt. We were saved where we had to serve that rigor and that hard bondage. The Lord took us up out of that captivity, right? It says there's going to be a day that comes when we will no more reverence that. And we still reverence that today. This brother on the screen, Yaganan, cooked all the lamb. He cooks lamb for the nation. Okay? Because we celebrate that Passover, but there's going to be a day we won't celebrate that. And when that happens, we won't have those people in our land. Continue reading, Yagana.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From where?
From the land of the north.
From the land of the north. We in North America right now. Well, y'all pulled a lot of us from North America. We in the land of the north right now. But not just the land of the north. Continue.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave into their fathers.
That's what's going to happen. We're going to get brought into the land that was given unto our fathers. So we're going to get collected from all the four corners of the earth because that's where we were. Now let's get back to Matthew 24 and 14. Then we're going to get a couple of videos.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 14.
No, I mean 23 and 14, Salakia.
Book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees. That's who unalived Jesus Christ. Yo, Christian pastors. What do you think will happen now? All these pastors making all this money. What the hell do you think would happen now if you was able to shut down their income? Do you think they're not going to try to kill you? Am I saying something that's unrealistic? When you obviously see how they operate, when you get to absolutely see it. I'll see you on the line, baby. My daughter on my TikTok. But yeah, this is real life. And when you mess with a gangster's money, what do? If you stop a drug dealer from making money, what's going to happen? You think your Christian pastor is better than your neighborhood drug dealer or your neighborhood pimp? He's not. He's absolutely exactly like them. You're not going to find a difference. All you got to do is pull up his skirt. Continue reading.
Hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses.
You see, these are hypocrites. They're going to devour that widow's house. Meaning they deceive women. That's their specialty. You think they devoured a married woman's house? You think they're not devouring a widow's house? They will control everything. Continue reading.
And for a pretense, make long prayer.
And for a what? And for a pretense, they make long prayer. What is this long prayer about? All drugging out. While you believe that you're talking to God, and you're absolutely not. Go ahead, Yagana.
Salakia, when I was in the Christian church, I used to get tired of standing up. They would pray sometimes 15, 20 minutes. You remember those days, Adam?
I remember it.
I was like, this can't be right. I mean, I didn't know anything about the truth, but I was like, this can't be right.
And all they doing is just talking.
Come on.
Just dragging it out so they can raise themselves up to be somebody. So they can exalt themselves. So you can look at them like this ultimate man of God because he can run his goddamn mouth. I didn't know that was for the man. Just to be running your goddamn mouth for an hour about nothing. I believe if you're talking, it should be about something, some kind of substance. Not carrying on, just putting on a show. And that's what a lot of them are doing. Oh my goodness. Finish it up.
For ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation.
You see, and for those things, you're going to receive a greater damnation. All right, damnation, Salaki. Let me go back to this other one. And I'm gonna have you rerun one thing, and then I gotta get on some of these. I gotta jump through some of these lessons. All right, let me play this video first. So, Lockie, on TikTok, y'all ain't gonna be able to see the video, but let me share my screen. I see the Maki in the building. These are the leaders that people choose to follow. Let's see if that. Oh yeah. I can see it. All right.
Regarding the revenge plot, will create a snowball effect that will come crashing down on him.
Oh, it's so lit, yo, in that house. Police, everyone on the ground.
But it's not gay.
I have to go to bed.
Spirit of a cat. It's feline, not feminine. It's feline. This is what this is.
Hey, he said it's not feminine, it's feline. That's feminine. But hold on, I'm gonna show you something that's gonna blow your mind right here. Let me go back. Let me rewind that. That right there.
This is what this is.
Go back.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. You see that right there? That's a brister, right? That's a brister, because that's really a brother.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
He said that's a queen, and yes, that's a cranny. Oh, he said it. And look at all his followers back there. Look at all these women he got back there. Look at these men. Make them sit on their knee. While we tell them it's not feminine, it's the cat spirit. Good night. This dude right here is an absolute nut. If y'all want to see the video on TikTok, y'all gonna have to go to Isupk Austin. Type that in anywhere, and you'll be able to see. But
This is what this is. Unknown to Nature Boy, the police report filed regarding the revenge plot will create a snowball effect that will come crashing down on him in 2
Oh
weeks.
my God, it's so lit.
this cat is doing life in prison now.
Oh, wow.
It just doesn't make any sense that our people choose to follow this. You made a conscious decision to follow this, right? And when I look at the men in there and how he abused them, it's just because these were weak men who didn't have enough strength. They didn't have enough strength to protect themselves. They didn't have enough strength to correct somebody who's above them. Right? This does not make any sense. Right? You would go and you would follow that. He's telling you that it's the cat spirit. All right, Yagana. When we talk about the Lion of Judah, we're not talking about no goddamn meow, 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 meow. No, we talking about a roaring lion, and there's nothing feline, there's nothing feminine about it. There's none of that. There's none of that about it. You understand? This is the things that we choose to follow. You choose to follow these men that claim to be so damn manly. And at the end of the day, they're going to show you a feminine spirit. That's what happens. And you go and you put these men above you. Let me see. All right. This is crazy. I ain't even gonna address that. Okay. All right. Let's get another video real quick because I gotta show you how young Pharaoh. You remember young Pharaoh was kind of arguing with Nature Boy at some point. They kind of came together, then they began to, kind of argue. But Nature Boy was just talking about that feline spirit, right? All of that felineness. So let me share my screen once again. And let's get it. Y'all can see it, y'all gonna?
Come, sir.
Ooh-wee. That's young Pharaoh. This was a bright young brother who could have just came in the truth and really been something for the true God. But since he serves Egyptology, since the black woman is God, since all of this nonsense that they speak, this is what he's doing. Really? He's already weird for tattooing this. Why you got this all over here? You gonna tattoo this weird Eye of Horus on your face? And now you out here just being a complete weirdo. He said the black woman is God, but he shot up his baby mama house with his kids in it.
Wow.
How do you shoot up a God's house with your... So all the black women is God except the one that had your kid? If the black woman is God, the black woman should just be God. Not so the one that birthed your seed, that's the one that's not God. But all the other ones, they're God. I don't know. I need you to explain that to me. You know why? Because of this. Give me Matthew 7:15.
Says 7:15.
Time.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
You better beware of these false prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing, right? That's what they're doing. They're coming to you in sheep's clothing. They're telling you are God just so they can have sex with you. That's what they're doing. They want to come in there and say, hey, sis, you a God. Such a beautiful being. You should, no, you should leave him and you should come with me. I understand what you are. I know what you are. I know how to treat you. They give you all of this lies because these are false prophets. Yeah. No, you don't got to put that head wrap on. You putting that head wrap on? Nah, take that off. And as you're taking your head wrap off, he's slipping off your dress, slipping your dress off your shoulders. and seduce you. He's pandering to you. And because nobody pays any attention to you, you're enjoying and you're loving it. And this becomes something that you need. Right? Continue reading.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Which what?
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
They're going to come to you in sheep's clothing. That's what they do. They come to you in sheep's clothing because they are dressed up very nice. They're dressed up like they're for you. They're dressed up like they're for the people. They're dressed up like they're going to open that school. And 10 years later, there's still not going to be no school open. The Makia, they come to you like they care about you. And then they just finesse you. I don't know what's up with my TikTok, but it's full of the alphabet community.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I got some crazy things. This cat said, long time no see, my guy. Remember when we played hide and suck D? You know?
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know that was a goddamn game.
Oh, huh.
I remember hide and go get it with girls.
Oh, wow.
What the hell is hide and suck D? I never heard of that game. I heard of hide and go get it. You hide, you find the girl, you get to get it. What the hell is?
I haven't found a dude, I guess. So like it.
It's crazy, man. I don't know. You know. Hey, just like and share, Homelander. Homo-lander. You ain't Homelander, you Homo-lander. I just can't believe somebody with Homelander could be a girl. You know, I don't know, but that's weird. This nigga said, I'm telling you, cats is weird. All over. Let's continue reading.
Come on. But inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
You see? That's all you are. You're just raven wolves. That's all you are. You wolves in sheep's clothing. You're going out there and you're trying to attack the sheep. And the sheep are God's people. And you go out there and you destroy them with your philosophy. You destroy them with your fraternities. You destroy them with all of the things that you try to put in us to take us away from the one true God. Continue reading.
Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. But men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles.
You see, you're going to know them by their fruit. You're going to know what they produce. You're going to let you know exactly who they are. And that's how you'll judge them. And their fruits ain't just because they're getting money. See, a lot of that's what people have a misconception of. You think your pastor is a man of God because he has money. Not understanding the reason he has money is because he seduces you. That's how he got the money. From the seduction of you. That's how these cats in the conscious community are getting your money. Because they're seducing you. Continue reading.
Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Read that again.
Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
See, even so, every good tree is going to bring forth good fruit. If you are a good tree for the Lord, then you're going to bring forth good fruit. That's what's going to happen. Everything that comes out of you is going to be good. It's going to be prosperous. It's going to be things that are necessary. But if you don't, if you just go and you try to raise yourself up to be somebody, then you're not going to be producing good fruit. Continue reading.
But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. When you go and you try to serve things that are not the Most High, this is what you bring forth right here. Let me share my screen. I'm just gonna run through a couple videos.
Fucking grant your wishes and fulfill your fantasy. Don't tell you what I'm gonna do. Baby, come to freak you. I'm gonna do whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to. Get you ready. Get and ready. Lay it down, put on an experience. Get you ready. Get and ready. Lay it down, put on an experience. It's me. It's me. Tell me what's your fantasy. I really wanna sexual body. I really wanna sexual body. Baby, wishes.
It's crazy. That's how your rib listen to music. You see that nigga tapping his hair? He got the nails on. He doing all this crazy, weirdo things. Young Pharaoh is lost. Okay, he is destroyed, and he destroyed himself. And the whole thing is he ain't under no MK Ultra. He ain't under none of that things that you think. What he realizes that the conscious community is a lie. So he's going to go, and he knows that there ain't no money in it. So he's going to go to what makes money, which is nonsense, which is being idiotic, which is being a weirdo on the internet. Go ahead, Tamakia.
It's like if I could, man, give off small on the hand, man. Dropping the bomb. Salakia, sir. Christianity and all religions are the most zestiest type of organizations that you can be in. And saying that to say this, the ISUPK is not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite groups. And it's overtime to be schooled. You understand? We are a school. And this is a place where you can learn how to be a woman as a woman. You understand? You got to say it like that. And learn how to be a man as a man. Slack.
That's right. Because that's what you have to be. You have to be learned. You have to be trained on this.
Right.
And see, when you raise yourself up and you could be anything that you want to be, this is what happens. This is what happens. You was out here, young Pharaoh, doing all of the most craziest nonsense. For what? You're doing it for likes and views. And now you playing crazy. And all these people saying, oh, he's under MK Ultra. Oh, they're attacking him. Oh, no. He ain't doing nothing that's going to change the goddamn world. Nothing. Okay? What the hell is he going to do that's going to change the world? Boy, I got the super zesties. I got a team full of zesties on my thing. If I'd known that, I would have taught, the whole, the whole nother lesson. I knew it was going to be full of, you're not fully clean until you zestfully clean. Continue reading.
Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Yep.
Verse 19. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down.
Yep.
And cast into the fire.
You see, That's what has to happen. So when you're doing things like this, let me share my screen one more time. Oh, I wish the zesties in the chat could just see it, but oh no! I don't need that one right now. Hold on. Let me stop that one. I need that one at a different time. Well, let me get this one. They trying to say he MK Ultra controlled. You're not, homie. This is what you like.
Here's my video put into it. So before we even touch on young Pharaoh and any of the weird behavior that we've been seeing from him on the internet, we have to touch on what Project MK Ultra even is. So MK Ultra is actually a CIA mind control program that they conducted from 1953 to 1972. They used drugs, hypnosis, electroshock therapy, and a lot of times they created these multi-personality disorders.
Yeah, but that ain't what I wanted. I skipped up too far. Yeah, I don't want that. Damn it. I don't know if y'all see this down there, but it says, y'all still be thinking he's going to start back doing lectures, is the wild part.
Salagia, sir.
Hey, they paid this brother to do lectures. People showed up to his lectures and took his advice. And look at him now. Imagine if you went to one of those lectures or any of that thing, and then you fast forward to today. Wow. And you see that. Just imagine that. You see, this is the problem with us going out and just following anybody, following any culture. You see, we are supposed to have dignity. Let's continue reading.
So, like, if I could,
go ahead.
This be real quick. This what it looks like when you sell your soul.
Yep.
You understand? Good night.
And that's what they do. They bow their knee to Baal. Tamakia, find me that.
Come.
I have reserved this amount of men who have not bowed their knee to Baal. Go ahead, Yaganah, continue reading.
Book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 20. Wherefore, by their fruit you shall know them.
Continue.
Verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
You see, you're going to have to do what you were told. And those are whose fruits are recognized. Continue reading.
Verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name.
Hold on. A lot of people going to say, have I not prophesied in your name? Have I not boosted you up? But what he going to say? Continue.
Salakia. The name Salakia. And thy name have I cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works.
You see?
Verse 23.
Hold on. That's the thing. All y'all thinking y'all doing all these wonderful works. You think you're doing so much for God, but it's absolutely not for God at all. It's for yourself, for your own entitlement. And you swear you done it for God. You haven't. Continue reading.
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 23. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
You see, that's what's gonna have to happen. Right? Where are we at?
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 23.
Oh yeah, that was it. That's all I needed. Go ahead, Tamakia. Bring me where I need to be now.
Come on. I got 2 precepts. Do you want First Kings or Romans?
Which one was First Kings? What's that say?
It's the book of First Kings, chapter 19, verse 18. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which had not kissed him.
Now read the next one.
It's the letter of Romans, chapter 11, verse 4.
New Testament is the same. Continue reading. Go ahead.
But what said the answer of God unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
You see, this is what you need to understand. There has always been Martin Luther King's, Marcus Garvey's, Umar Johnson's, Young Pharaohs, Nature Boys. There's always been all these kind of things through the history of us, right? Read it one more time.
It's the letter of Romans, chapter 11, verse 4. But what said the answer of God unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
But the Lord has always reserved. He has reserved a certain amount of men who will not bow their knee to Baal. So from the inception of us, there has literally always been an Isupk. Because there's always a set of men on the earth who does not bow to Baal. And right now, today, that is us. These men you see on the line, we don't bow to Baal. And this person said, rotten hell. I'm already rotten in hell under your people. You talking about dirty? And you talking about rotten hell? We are rotten in hell under your dirty nation. Your dirty, murderous, pedophile nation. Okay? He said, no one is, hey, the craziest comment I got tonight is, no one is watching. Shut your mouth.
Oh.
How can you type that? How can you type no one is watching if you're watching? Yeah, I'm talking about murderers. When I say murderer, I'm talking about the white man strictly. The number one murderer. The white man is so murderous that he poisons the air that his child has to breathe. He poisons the food and the water that his kids have to eat and drink. Because, he just wants to kill everything. It's his specialty. Can I get that real quick? Esau is a cunning hunter.
Genesis 25.
Come
on. This
It
is the
says,
book of
I'm not
Genesis.
even a co-parter. It don't matter if you're white or not. You got the spirit of the white man. Yaganan, John 8:44.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
And them boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. I'm going to tell you something about the white man. The white man did not create my nation. What created my nation was God. Unlike whatever the hell you are. But let's continue.
A man of the field.
Esau was a cunning hunter. He's a man of the field. He's going to wake up at 3 a.m. He's going to go out in the woods. He's going to hide in a tree. He's going to rub deer piss all over him just so he can attract deer. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to shoot Bambi. Continue reading.
A man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
Jacob's a plain man dealing in tents. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were in the house. And I never terrorized a Muslim, but a Muslim has terrorized us. So that maybe that's what you are. Okay, good. That's all I need from there. Go ahead, Yagana.
Book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
You see, this is what you are, though. You are of your father, the devil. Right? This is who you love. You love the devil. Continue reading.
And the lust of the father ye will do.
And the lust of the father you will do. We got a pastor in here. Pastor Tucker. Go ahead, continue.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
A murderer from the beginning. Who was a murderer from the beginning? Who is a murderer? Who has a perpetual hatred against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who murder us all the time? Continue reading.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
All I'm talking is logic. That's all I'm talking is logic, because the people I'm talking about right now was a murderer from the beginning. And they don't abode in the truth. They don't abide in the truth. They don't dwell in the truth. That's why everything they give is a lie. Continue.
Because there is no truth in him.
Mm-hmm.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. This is talking about a specific nation. What murderer? The white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's the murderer. You asking what murderer? Your name is El Patron. I believe Patron should be Hispanic, Mexican to be perhaps. And you're asking what murderer when ICE is around? That's because you are of your father, the devil. Your name is El Patron, and you are fighting for the same person who is deporting your people. I don't even know what the hell you're writing. Hold on, let me look this up. Because if this is a nation, you're a super weirdo. Okay? Let's see. Continue reading. Whoever's reading, continue reading.
He speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Oh. How is your name El Patron? And he said he from Tunisian, whatever the hell it is, some North African country. So you a Hamite. We could drop everything and we could just go straight to Deuteronomy 7:1. No. We're not a Israeli supporter. Nothing. If you will just go back to the beginning of class, you will understand that we do not support Israelis. We don't support the Hasidic. We don't support the Ashkenazi. We don't support none of those fake people in our land. We support the so-called African Americans, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native Indians. Those are the Israelites, and we're going to break it down real quick right here.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 1.
Go ahead.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee.
See, the Lord told us to go into this land. See, if you're an African, all right, I understand you said my bad, but I'm still going to school you. No, I'm not on your side if you're an African. I'm not on your side. We're not together. I'm going to break this down. It said the Lord sent us into this land, right? To do this. Go ahead and read it again from the top.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and had cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites.
Hold on. So the Lord, he said, there's nations in this land that I'm going to give you, that you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to cast out before you. The Hittites, continue.
The Hittites, the Girgashites,
the
Amorites,
the Amorites,
the Canaanites,
the
Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites.
Go ahead.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
You see, these nations were greater and they were mightier than us because they had more people. You know, you Africans, you put that bone in your nose and you're ready to go to war. So like, you put that bone in your nose and it's game time.
Yeah, game on.
We needed the Lord for that. You know, we ain't gonna take no monkey and bite them through the skin and the hair and all that. We ain't that tough. We don't do that. You're willing. Continue reading.
Verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver thee, when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them.
And see, you nations got delivered before us because of God.
Right.
What we did was we had to smite you. We had to do something that's hard for us. You see, I know you see the so-called African Americans, right? And you see the gangs, right? Or you see the so-called Hispanics, and you see the cartels. You see the so-called natives, and you see those criminal enterprises. And then you look at us and you're like, you know, those are some crazy bad people. But really, we're not. And how you know we're not the real gangsters? How you know the cartel and the Crips and the Bloods and the Disciples and Vice Lord? How you know they ain't the real gangsters is what? Because for us to ever win anything, we need God. The real gangsters is the Italian mafia, the Irish mob, the Russian mob, all of those. White people are the real gangsters. Donald Trump, you know what happened when all his business partners stopped giving him money? You know where he went? He went to the mafia. Okay. These people on here are absolutely insane. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
I have the most illiterate, homosexual, ignorant white people on my life. You know, they talking the craziest things. And white boys are only mad because of their little penises. Because they want you, they women want you. And if you want, I remember I went to go buy a car. Probably was about 17. And then I went from where the car was, and we had to go to the Edomite, the white man's house. And this white man wanted me to have sex with his white woman. And it's because he could not please her. And that was the craziest thing to me. And I'm just glad that I didn't do it. I'm glad that I didn't have the want or the lust to have some weird fantasy of these Edomites. But these people who come across my life, y'all wouldn't believe what I'm just seeing over here. It's just weird stuff. Not even regular. Not even believable. Okay. Continue reading.
Con. The Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
That's right. Continue reading.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
You're not supposed to make no covenant with these people. You see, you want to go and you want to make a covenant with these people who hate you. And when you go and make a covenant with them, you know what they're going to do? They're going to rise above you even further. Because you don't understand what that covenant means. Continue reading.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them.
No what?
No shew mercy unto them.
We're the only people who show mercy. You think any of these other nations ever has shown mercy to you? They have not. Continue reading.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Mm-hmm.
Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son.
You don't give your daughters to their son. You don't take your daughter and give her to another nation. Have you seen those sisters with these white men? And they put them on leashes and they do all this crazy shit on TikTok. Have y'all seen that?
No.
Y'all the only one? Y'all seen it, right?
I've seen
it. Y'all, everybody has seen it. And you have to go out there. Hey, the first time Donald Trump was elected, that's when some of our sisters realized they was in a horrible condition because them white boys showed their true colors on them. Continue reading.
It's like thou daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Nor those daughters shall you take unto your son. If you do that, y'all gonna hold 1 Kings 11:1. Go ahead, Tamakia, continue reading.
Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the Lord slack it. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
You see, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to turn your heart away from God because you can't fully serve your people while you shacked up with another nation.
Right.
How the hell can you do that? You're going to turn yourself away from God. Continue reading.
Verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars.
No, drop down to 6.
Sluggy. Thou shalt destroy their altars.
No, drop down to verse 6 for time's sake.
Oh, verse 6, Sluggy.
Yeah,
verse 6.
All this.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
See, you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. You are supposed to be holy unto God. But you want to go and follow everything else. You want to follow young Pharaoh. And you know what? If you follow young Pharaoh, you know what's going to happen next? You're going to put those nails on. This nigga put on cheetah nails. and talking about the feline spirit. You talking about the feline spirit. When you talk about the feline spirit, you're not talking about the goddamn male lion, the Lion of Judah. When we reverence Christ, we don't say none of that nonsense like that, right?
King.
At all.
So, like, if I could,
go ahead.
It's crazy that people don't even realize the meaning of his name, like Pharaoh. Like the pharaohs used to wear makeup, you understand, and being types involved in the whole midst of where Sodom and Gomorrah even came from.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We got to continue to school these cats. It's like, yeah.
And that's just crazy. When you talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, you're talking about two angels came and seen Lot. And these men surrounded the house, telling them, bring out the men you have in there so we may know them. Do you know how insane that is? You can't go around loving other nations. You can't go around trying to follow other cultures, other gods. You're a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You have a God. We have the Most High God. That's who you're supposed to serve. You're not supposed to serve nobody else. And that's what we do. Here, I'm going to show you one more thing about the black woman as God. Let me show you this.
She got me ready to have a Christmas for the white one. I'm about ready. Like I said, I ain't listening. I ain't got. I ain't answered, but she told me she was a Gemini. She got me ready to have a Christmas for the white one. I'm about ready. Like I said, I ain't listening. I ain't got nothing for Christmas since I was 6, 7 years old. I'm 29. You feel me? She didn't brought me the goodie bag. I ain't gonna show y'all the best part. I don't even like chocolate chip cookies. I don't even like them. I don't even eat them. But that's how good these cookies is that I'm eating these motherfuckers. That's how good these chocolate chip cookies is that I can sit here and just do this. I'm telling you, anybody that know me my whole life will tell you I don't fuck with chocolate chip cookies. And I don't give a fuck if they chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I only call women chocolate. I don't really like chocolate like that for real. But these cookies right here is so, wait, watch when I bite the cookie. Look.
Hey, that's the black woman as God right there. You hear that? I don't call women chocolate. I don't even really like chocolate like that. That statement that he said was him telling the truth, really, about the woman he liked, because he would have never shut up his baby mama house if she was white. But he did that with his kids in there because she was a sister, somebody he calls a God.
A white woman made these cookies. These some good white woman holiday season. These some holiday season cookies. These cookies taste like these cookies taste like a good ass white woman.
Y'all hear that? This is who y'all choose to follow. This is a brother who says the black woman is God, and you choose to follow him. And you go and you pay for his lectures. But he said these cookies right here, they're like a good ass white woman. Because that's what he really wants. He wants to take all of your resources, all of your money, all of your energy, so he can focus, feed it into another nation. And y'all better understand and realize this. You better understand when a man's calling you a god and a queen. When you look at the real original definition of queen, it meant whore. And you take that and you run with it and you hold it as such a high esteem because these men are seducing and lying to you. But really, he don't want your cookies. He want that that white woman's cookies because he don't like chocolate chip. He likes her chocolate chip, and also you want that. Let me just keep going.
Look how soft. Look how the chocolate just spread when you break the cookie. What Christmas is like with a white woman? Y'all let me know at home. Y'all ever had Christmas with a white woman? I wonder what it's like. It probably smell like eggnog, cinnamon fragrances, and buttermilk warm chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna have to go up in there just like this with my hat on, like the general. If she gonna be up, my neighbor gonna be up in there. I'm about ready. Like I don't know. I ain't asked too many questions. I don't know if she got a man or not. I'm about ready to go back down there and knock on the door. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm about ready to end this live stream right now and go down there and knock on the door.
Did y'all see that? This is crazy. Hey, I'm in Austin, Texas. That's where I'm at, Oliver. They say, can you say? I sure can. Let me. Just bear with me 1 second.
You need the other one?
No, bear with me 1 second. You said, oh, you want to say something?
No, I was trying to look out for you if you need some help.
Oh no. I'm just grabbing something real quick. I need Jeremiah 20:14. Yo, S, I just want to show you something real quick that's biblical that you might not understand. Because it says, can you say happy birthday to Dixon Mayaz? He turns 6 today. I want you to understand this about birthdays because according to God, this isn't something that we should be celebrating. Go ahead and read that.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 15.
20 and 14. First.
20 and 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
It says, cursed be the day wherein I was born. Can you read it?
That not the day wherein my mother bare me.
But not the day wherein that my mother bare me. This is the Bible. See, what we believe is this Bible. What we believe is the scriptures. And I know you think it's just a birthday and you think it's harmless, but it's really not. Continue reading.
Verse 15. Cursed be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, a man child is born into thee.
It says, cursed be the day that a man brought good tidings to my father, saying a man child was born, making him very glad. See, it's just not our customs. See, we have been tied into a lot of customs. Like, we'll celebrate Thanksgiving knowing it's the death of Native Indians. We'll celebrate the 4th of July knowing when they signed the Declaration of Independence, we were under the boat, right? We celebrate all these things that don't have anything to do with us, and it's because of oppression. It's because we were slaves. It's because we were conquered. The Lord hates and despises our feast days. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:1. Because I want the sister to understand this, because I want you to understand, sis, you are important. And this is important for you to understand this information, because we believe that we follow God, but we don't follow God. We follow America. That's what we follow. We turn our back on God for America because we're serving America's traditions and we're not serving God's traditions. And that's why you said NGA. I don't know what that really means, but it says it's just a birthday, but it's not just a birthday. You see how you look at it? You see you see how easily we disrespect God? Because God could tell us one thing and we'll say, well, it's just this. Well, it's just for the kids, Yagana.
Well,
it's just for my wife, Damakia.
For the kids.
Well, it's just because. And it's not just nothing. It's against God. And we have to understand that. Read what I call for.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
A good name is better than precious ointment.
Hey, a good name is better than precious ointment. Continue reading.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
And then the day of death than the day of your birth. The day of your death is more important than the day of your birth. You see, they told us that Christ's birthday is on December 25th. And it's absolutely not. This is why it's so important to really understand and really know the history. And with that, if there's no more questions, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commandant General Yohana. We can get the security announcements and all that.
Con. This is the Isupk security announcements. Isupk start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. You understand? Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or a teacher. Priest fund, free will for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation will be the memorial blowing the trumpets. It falls on the first day of the 7th month, September 11th, 2026, on a Friday. Find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Pass the class back to Officer 1000, Samoa 1.
All right, and with that, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah. All right, then we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Shalom. Shalom. With that, you guys are my top class.
Wow. Shalom.